It's Craig on MFM 92.6. This one's called Starting Over, bringing us to 20 to 5 on the dot on the Incredible Connection Drive show.
Nicola and myself joined in studio by a really beautiful and talented lady, Suzanne. Welkom by MFM.
Baie dankie, dis 'n groot voorreg om vandag hier by julle te
You know
kuier.
how looks can be deceiving? Like on online, you know, on like photos and photo shoots, but you really are as beautiful in person.
Oh, thank you so
not
much.
playing.
Thank you. I should come visit more often, I guess, eh?
Ek seker jy kry ontsettend baie komplimente soos die. Nie net 'n mooi gesig nie, maar 'n baie mooi stem ook.
Ag, baie dankie. Ek waardeer dit verskriklik.
Look at MFM just boosting
You
the
guys
ego.
are amazing.
Maar sê vir my, as 'n mens kyk na jou musiekloopbaan, dis regtig lekker om te kyk na alles waarmee jy besig is, maar ek wil eens met teruggaan na die dag toe jy besluit het ek wil musiek pursue and this is what I'm going to do.
Yes, ek het eintlik gegaan vir 'n klavierles en die meisie wat 'n les voor my gehad het gesing. En ek het vir my ma gesê dit klink ongelooflik, dis wat ek wil doen en sy het vir my gesê ek moet nou begin kies, ek moet nou prioriteite regkry want al die buitemuurse aktiwiteite raak nou woes. So ek moes myself bewys dat dit is wat ek wil doen en ek geniet dit. So dis waar dit vir my begin het en ek het nog nooit teruggekyk nie.
Suzanne, you're not really old. Let's just face that. You are 19, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I'm actually 29, even though a lady does not give away her age. I'll
Okay, well,
take it.
then my
I'll
online
take it.
Take it as a
research-
compliment.
My online research has put me in, I don't know what website provided me the stats. You
Please
look 19.
follow that
Let's
website.
just-
Follow that website is all I can say.
When was this passion ignited? Were you at school?
Yes, I was a little girl. I was about 10 years old when I made my first CD, and I performed on various TV programs like Noot vir Noot and Rikerai and made album after album as a child. But I was always kept kind of on the sideline because my parents were very strict in the sense that they didn't want me to grow up in a dirty industry when I'm supposed to be a child and going to school. So now that I'm older, I get to really pursue these opportunities that I always had, but I never really could go for it. So I'm very pleased to say that Fred Den Hartog from The Evils Fantasties produced my record and that I'm working with Hunter Kennedy on the music video for my new single Liefde is Alles and the previous single Belofte, which is also one of my favorites. It was just such an honor to create all the material with my husband. So I'm really doing what I love and I'm able to talk to great people like you, so I'm enjoying it.
On that note, did you fall in love with your husband through music, or was it something that came with your marriage?
Yes, absolutely. When he came to visit me, he used to bring his guitar, and the first time I actually met him, our first date was, I was performing at the Alta de Twin Nasorgsentrum, which you'll be hearing about a little bit more later. So it's actually where we met each other. So for us, this journey has been such a special one that for me to be able to work with these great people from the Sonskynfees, it's an honor and it's a privilege.
Now you're performing at the Sonskynfees, but more about that and within the next 10 minutes. You brought along a few gifts for Nicola and myself to your latest CD, Vier Bestand. Tell us a bit more about this.
Yes, that's the one that Fred produced. I wrote all the material along with my husband, and when I met Fred, he listened to it and he said he knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. So to me, that was obviously great news because normally you're just so scared that people will say, no, go home and don't ever come back again. So that was great. So I got to work with him and we basically put this album together in about 2 months, which is record time because normally this stuff takes forever. So it was a journey in Cape Town, going into town every day, sitting in traffic, you know, that was quite the experience. But this is the product of a lot of love and passion for the industry. And the song Vier Bestand was actually written in a time when it became quite difficult to get my message across. And we just decided we're going to be resilient and we're going to show the side through music and through a song. And that's when we wrote Vier Bestand.
Definitely proving that you can mix business and pleasure. I mean,
Absolutely.
You wrote and you do write most of your music with your husband. What's that like? I mean, going home, I can't imagine doing what I do with my loved one.
Yes, look, you gotta keep it real, you know, you gotta keep it so real and you gotta be okay with honesty because,
set some boundaries.
yes, exactly.
Be
But
like,
it's-
I don't like that.
Yes, but I'm honest, you know, I'll say
Good.
straight up, I'm not so sure about that. Unfortunately, he's exactly the same. So that makes a very good working relationship, a very healthy creative relationship. Because I think if you get caught up in a bad idea and someone just like motivates it because they don't want to hurt your feelings, you're not necessarily going to sit with the most amazing product at the end of the day.
This
So
is true.
yeah, so I actually enjoy really letting us mold each other, even though it sometimes is quite a passionate affair, you know, standing up for your ideas and stuff. So it's a very fun thing to do with someone that you actually love. So yes.
Taking a look at your CD, the first title or the first track on the CD is Belofte. Vertel ons 'n bietjie meer van hierdie liedjie.
Yes, ek en my man is nou al so 7 jaar, amper 8 jaar getroud. En toe ons getroud is, ons het net gevoel daar was nie daai tyd vir ons iets in die bedryf wat ons sou wou luister op ons troudag nie. En dit is nou hoeveel jaar later en ons het nou die geleentheid gekry om as ons na die dag dit kon oordoen, hoe sou ons graag wou gehad het daai liedjie met klink waarop ons nou ons eerste dans het en hierdie is vir ons daai liedjie. So ons het ten minste die voorreg gehad om dit nou na die after the fact soos hulle sê aan mekaar te sit en daarom is dit vir my 'n baie spesiale en 'n baie persoonlike liedjie. En die video wat ons gemaak het daarvoor is ook 'n baie persoonlike video. Ons het hier in Stellenbosch kom rondry en na die botaniese tuine toe gegaan en net lekker goed saam gedoen wat ons op 'n gewone Saterdag sou doen en dit was vir film en ons het dit met amazing studio facilities gemeng en daar sit ons met beloftes. So mense kan gerus gaan kyk op my website www.suzanne.co.za en daar sal hulle ook al my video's kan kry deur YouTube.
This one's Suzanne, it's called Belofte, bringing us to 10 to 5 on the Incredible Connection Drive Show. Myself, Nicola and Ronaldo, we're taking you all the way to 7 o'clock.
The Sonskynfees is taking place on the 5th of March at the Eagle Flay Wine Estate in just outside Stellenbosch. It's going to be the place to be. We're talking to the head chair of the Sonskynfees, Sunal, baie welkom.
Baie dankie.
Vertel ons 'n bietjie meer van die fees. Ek dink die hele doel agter dit is 'n fantastiese projek wat teruggee in die gemeenskap waar dit regtig nodig is.
Verseker, op pad hiernatoe het Suzanne sopas vir ons gesê, sy het klaar 'n nuwe naam vir die fees en dit is Sonskynfees, die beste fees onder die son. So daar het julle dit nou. Dit is 'n vreeslike lekker gesinsfees, dit is 'n familiedag en ons geniet dit om vir kleinkindertjies en grootkinders en ons rides en die hele toetie, maar daar's 'n dag vol goeie kunstenaars van vroegoggend tot laat die aand en alles is ten bate van altyd 'n nasorg in Bellville waar ons na 172 intellektueel gestremde volwassenes omsien op 'n daaglikse basis en dit is net ongelooflike werk wat hierdie sentrum verrig in hierdie volwassenes se lewe wat almal een of ander vorm van intellektueel gestremdheid ervaar.
It's been around for 4 years. Have you been part of the journey for the last 4?
Yes, I've been involved from the beginning, so it's quite a nice journey and seeing how we've developed from the small little festival and last year was an extremely successful festival. It was a day, I think we were at maximum capacity at Eagle Flay. There was about 3,000 people there, so it was people drinking wine and relaxing on the grass and enjoying the music and having fun and kids were playing and it was just a nice day all around.
Soos jy gesê het, daar's iets vir almal, vir die kinders, vir die ouer mense, 'n fantastiese lys van kunstenaars wat gaan optree. Wat is vir jou gunsteling deel van die Sonskynfees?
Sjoe, daar's eintlik so baie dele, maar ek dink 'n groot deel is ook vir die kliënte van Altyd Toy, want daar's 'n hele paar van hulle wat kom na die fees toe. Hulle geniet musiek so ongelooflik. Dit is so 'n inherente deel van hulle iets wat lekker is, jy weet. So hulle dans saam en die kunstenaars, die interaksie tussen hulle en die kunstenaars is ongelooflik. Daar's baie van die kunstenaars soos Suzanne en Amorey en Andriet wat al redelike jare by die sentrum betrokke is. Jy weet, so hulle nooi die mense op saam met hulle boogie en dans saam met hulle. So daai specialness om dit te sien en te sien hoe mense tog vir hulle iets kan doen, iets kan gee wat hulle nie elke dag ervaar nie. Ek dink dis die deel wat vir my special is.
100% of the funds gathered through the festival and on the day goes to Altered Toy. It's an aftercare facility. Did the festival come with regards to the facility or was it something that was decided on afterwards, if that makes sense?
Yeah, when we started, we first had our festival in Bellville. We had a few sponsors that over the years became quite big sponsors, like Burma Plant Hire and Mining, who's our main sponsor. So they, from the beginning, just really gave us a lot of support, and in the last 2 years became big anchor supporters, and so did Eagle Flay come into the picture. So they provide us the venue. So yeah, now the feast has got a residence, you know, a place to be. So with those two sponsors, we really go a long way. So all the funds, 100% of the funds go to Altered Toy. There's nothing else that, you know, we basically have the festival through the sponsors, and then all the proceeds then realized goes to them.
Absolutely fantastic. I think the last question I'm left with, where do I get tickets and where do I find you guys on social media?
Tickets are at CompuTicket, and also on Saturday you can get that at the gate, but we always say come prepared, buy your ticket before the time. You never know, you can be completely sold out. And then you can follow us on our website as well, www.sonskynfees.co.za. We're on Facebook and Twitter and all sorts of places, so follow us, you'll find out all the who's who and what's happening. We've got lots of fun things planned for the weekend, so please come and enjoy it with us.
Great.
Thanks so much for joining us in studio, Sunel from Sonskynfees. It's taking place on the 5th of March. Make sure you get your tickets. As you heard, tickets being sold at CompuTicket. If you don't want to use CompuTicket, you can get your tickets at the gate, but I recommend you get those tickets.
Get in there early.
News coming up.